What's up, guys? John here, back at it again with another movie review. Today I had the pleasure to watch Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Man, I'm just going to start off by saying I'm really going to miss these characters. I love the Guardians. I love who they cast for each role. I think they fit each role perfectly. I think they did fantastic jobs. I think the movies were great. The first one's still my favorite by far. And they were my favorite characters going into me getting into Marvel a lot because I saw the TV shows, and I always liked Peter Quill's character, and it was like the first thing I was introduced to when I went into Marvel, other than like Iron Man and Thor and Cap and all that. And I really like Captain America, but I love the Guardians. It's just a good combination of fun, great music, and a lot of action, and this one kind of gets those categories yet again. They hit. The music's great. It's fantastic. It's always well placed. It's exactly what you kind of want from this movie. The action, they probably could have added a little bit more, but honestly, I think it was a solid amount because this movie was a lot of storytelling, a lot of lore and background, etc., etc. So it did focus a lot on story, but there was a lot of action sprinkled about through there, and I think it was a solid balance, honestly. We get to learn a lot more about Rocket and the backstory there, and I think that's great. I love Rocket as a character. It's just cool to see the character development through each of the movies, as well as getting some new characters in there on top of that. I think that's great. The only downside was Adam Warlock's character. They kind of turned him into just like a shoe-in goofball character, which I was hoping he would have more purpose in this one, but maybe further down the line they'll do something with him. I think they missed out big by not introducing him pre-Infinity War. I think they were maybe initially planning to do that, but then they just didn't, so his character is almost irrelevant in this movie. Just somebody who takes away a little bit of screen time, but not necessarily a bad way, just not that great. Gamora's arc is fantastic. There's a lot of emotion coming out of this movie, but it's fun, it's entertaining, and it's a solid way to end it in the franchise, honestly. I don't think they're making any more after this, or at least that's what James Gunn said. So if you're really emotionally attached to these characters like I am, you might want to bring some tissues because there's some sad stuff. But they always find a way to cheer you up, and they always find a way to sprinkle in that action and that music. But there's a lot of great acting here, a lot of great stories, and I would recommend that you see this one in theaters. No need to wait, and there are 2 after credit scenes, and man, it's a roller coaster of emotions. I'll tell you that much. I love Peter. I love Nebula. Nebula is one of my favorites, but it's sad because throughout this entire movie I was thinking man, I'm gonna miss these characters so much, but it is what it is. We're on to the next one. I'm interested to see what Marvel's gonna do after this. I don't really know what they're in line for. This was the big movie I've been looking forward to for a while now, so I'm kind of sad. It's rough. As a comic fan, I enjoy DC a lot. DC's was my preference, but I stick with DC on the shows because the movies aren't necessarily that great. Their solo movies are getting better, but they weren't able to build something like Marvel has with these with the cinematic universe. So an end to a beautiful chapter. Anyways, I'm not rating this out of 10. Go see it. I enjoyed it. It's fantastic. I hope you guys enjoy, and if you're a fan like I am, stay for those after credit scenes and hope for the best. Like, comment, subscribe. Like always, I'll see you on the next video. Peace.